Sometimes in 2005, with tears in my eyes, I told my mom, I'm not going to that school again. She asked why. I said because they were teaching us mathematics, quantitative and verbal reasoning in Yoruba language, which was the direct opposite of the experience from the school I was coming from. That's Marvelous Raw Foundation. As at that time, we just relocated from Meron, Lagos State to Ifogun State. And the only public primary school available was African Church School, Ayede. Although operation has improved tremendously now, but back then it was terrible. It was terrible. But that was all that we had. Aside from the frustration of the low quality experience, there was also this lonely, tiny, bushy road that I do take to school that I hated so much. Wet leaves would have drenched my uniform before I even arrived, and sometimes we had to wade through swampy water just to cross to the other side of the road to get into school. It was so frustrating. And to not cap it up, the one that frustrated me the most was the fact that exposure was so scarce. It was rare, like as it was so rare as seeing an angel on the street. So there was no electricity to watch TV, no newspaper, no phones, no mentorship. The future looked dim. There was no reference point for any form of transformation. But there's a way God does his own thing. And so when I got to secondary school, something changed. I stumbled on a book titled Fire in My Bone by Archbishop Benson Idahosa. It was given to me by a church member, and for the first time, I saw someone who had my kind of background, who rose from that kind of background to becoming a global citizen. So I was fired up in my spirit. I made up my mind that I too will become a light. I too will help others to see that same light. So that passion then led me to co-found Passion for Progress Youth Organization, where we taught people purpose, morals, and issues peculiar to youth. I did that together with Mr. Adegoke Oluwasegun then. So about 3 years later, I gained admission into higher institution, and then I had to leave the running of the organization with the president and other coordinators while I served partially until it was its 6th year. But my fire didn't die. I wanted to just continue the experience I had back home then. So, but as God have it, I met a young, purpose-driven man, Mr. Akinleye Wisdom by name, alongside with Mr. Oluwole Ayonleke. We were all young then, very, very young. So we co-founded World Changers Empowerment Foundation, and our zeal was so intense that sometimes we would carry chairs on our head, trekking almost 3 kilometers from Sabo to Waik just to hold our program, just to hold our convergence with other passionate team members. So many things happened. We had so many challenges, finance and venue. We were always being chased from one place to another, from College Hall to Chapel Park, from Chapel Park to Love Garden, from Love Garden to 7-story building, from 7-story building to more purpose, and from there to staff quarters. What a journey. But yet, despite all these challenges, our commitment was unshaken. We met 3 times every week, and hardly will you see a member that will be absent. I, being the director of protocol and public affairs, then I was assigned with the responsibility of distributing proposals. So I will go door to door each semester. At least I will personally take proposals to an average of 12 schools. Many times it just may be 1 or 2 that will just approve, but still we refuse to be discouraged. With our little resources, we funded this vision ourselves. We took gifts to the students even in our lack. We believe in the future. We believe that there is future in what we are doing. Today, the story is different. From being chased from one venue to another, carrying chairs on our head and funding the programs, convergences from our pockets, we now see the fruits of those sacrifices. Today, through World Changers Empowerment Foundation, we have reached out to countless of schools, and we have extended our impact to community development projects as well. So we started small. What started as a small dream is now thriving, touching lives and giving hope where it seems impossible. And this weekend, we are running 2 major projects, 2 major outreach projects. So the first will be at the School of the Blind. The second will be at the All People's Home. It's going to be an amazing project. And then we are soliciting for your support. We need you. We need your support, whether in Torah, in tissue paper, in cardigan, in notebook, in audio recorder, either walkie stick, anything a student can use. Blind people can use, old people can use, cardigan and the likes. We need them. Even in funds, you can assist us and support us with that. So if you need to do that, simply reach out to our CI on 07034766720 and you will be attended to. Thank you.